SOHCAHTOA. Who remembers this from geometry? SOHCAHTOA. Okay? That was sine, which is that, and we just shorten it for sine. That equals opposite over hypotenuse. Everybody remember that? For those of you that had geometry, this is a review. For those of you that are in geometry now, this is a preview. Okay? Cosine, which is shortened to COS, that equals adjacent. And adjacent means next to. Adjacent is the educated word for next to. Okay? And tangent, which is short tan, is equal to opposite over adjacent. Okay? SOHCAHTOA is a way for you to remember that. If you remember SOHCAHTOA, sine, opposite over hypotenuse, sine, opposite over hypotenuse, cosine, adjacent over hypotenuse, cosine, adjacent over hypotenuse, tan, opposite over adjacent, tan, opposite over adjacent. Everybody straight with that?
You said, I was going to say, why do you got to right there when you say
sine, opposite over hypotenuse. Good. Very good. Sine, opposite over hypotenuse, cosine, adjacent over hypotenuse, tan, opposite over adjacent. Good. Okay? SOHCAHTOA. Okay? So if I have an angle, and say this angle is theta, I don't know, that's what you put when you don't want to put a specific measurement. Just like if I would put x if I didn't have a specific number, theta is what you put when you don't have a specific angle. Okay, if I have A, B, and C, this is theta. So sine theta, that would be what? What is sine theta? So if I'm at theta, what's my opposite side? B. B. What's my hypotenuse? Very good. Everybody straight? Please ask a question. No questions. Cosine theta. Somebody raise their hand and give me what that is. Look at this, then look at that. Yes.
It will be it will be A over B. No, A over C.
Very good. A over C. Everybody got that? Straight? Okay. And tan theta, please raise your hand. Anybody? Okay, lady.
It will be B over A.
Very good. B over A. Okay. Everybody see that? Okay, good. Now I'm going to put numbers in this. And I'm going to see if you can do that. Let's say 30. Okay, let's look at this. All right, so what function can I use to find the x? First, identify what my sides are. If this is my angle, this is my theta, 3 is my what side?
Your adjacent.
My adjacent side, very good. And x is my what side?
Opposite.
Very good, opposite. So what function deals with opposite and adjacent?
Your tangent.
Tan. So tan, this is one way you can do it. You can write tan equals opposite over adjacent. And then you come down here and say tan 30 equals what over what? X over 3. Now, how am I going to solve for x? I want to get x by itself. Think, how can I solve for x? Raise your hand, don't yell out. Yes?
What about doing both sides?
No.
Multiply by the reciprocal.
Multiply by the reciprocal. I want to get x by itself. It's another way. Cross multiply, but what do I have to do before I cross multiply?
Under tan 30.
Thank you. I got to put a 1 under tan 30. Very good. Now what?
Cross multiply.
Cross multiply, and I get x equals
Tan
3 times tan 30. So please punch in your calculator 3 times tan, and when you hit tan, it's going to give you a parentheses. I told y'all to get calculators when you came in. Who can give me that value?
1.732.
Okay, I'll say 1.73. Okay? Everybody got that? All right, now I'm going to give you one where you've got to do something else. Looking at 40 degrees. What sides do I have now? Raise your hand. Do not yell out. Y'all gonna let Temple run it? Nelson?
Opposite and hypotenuse.
Okay, opposite. And this is the what?
Hypotenuse.
And what trig function goes with this?
Sine.
Sine. So I have sine 40 degrees is equal to 4 over x. Very good. Now what's the next step? Looking at the previous one. What do I have to do first before I get it by itself? And before I can cross multiply, I still got to put this over 1. Now what?
4 equals parentheses.
Now I'm still trying to get x. I don't have x by itself. What do I have to do? Raise your hand. Do not yell out. Yes? Yes?
Divide sine for both sides. Wait,
You have to say the whole thing.
divide sine for both sides.
You have to say the same thing. The whole thing.
Oh, sine 40.
Thank you. I have to divide sine 40 by both sides. Very good. Divide both sides by sine 40. Same math that you guys have always used. So my x now is equal to 4 over sine 40. So in your calculators, type in 4 divided by sine 40. 6.22. Okay, we'll leave it like that. So these are the ways that you're going to have to find your sides. Now, what are your trig functions? Okay, what are they used for? Did I find any angles? The sides of what?
The right triangle.
Thank you. Say it again. What are the trig functions used for?
Find the sides of the right triangle.
You have to say right triangle. You can't say find the sides of the triangle. You have to say find the sides of a right triangle. Now, for those of you who get confused with what's opposite, everybody watch this. I'm going to draw it real crazy. Okay, say this is theta. Everybody look. To find my hypotenuse, go to the point in your box and go straight across. That's your hypotenuse. Because your hypotenuse is always opposite your right angle, right? Okay? Now to find the opposite side for theta, whether this is an angle or whatever, say they put 72 here. So I'll put 72 degrees. And you're like, Mr. Talib, I don't know where the opposite side is. Go to 72 and draw straight across. That's your opposite side. Now, if I go to my little box and go across, and that's my hypotenuse, I go to my angle and go across, that's opposite. This side has to be what? Adjacent. Okay?